So let's picture two people. One walks into a room, clearly nervous, their shoulders are tense. They stop and scan the room and maybe make eye contact with a couple people. They do a couple laps around the room and then they walk back out, having not actually really engaged with anyone. Now let's picture someone else walks in that same room and they have this sense of energy with them. They're smiling, their heads upright, their broad shoulders. They're really showing that they're excited to be there. They make a beeline to the first person that they see, tap them on the shoulder, have this great conversation, and spend the whole night bouncing around the room. What's the difference between those two? And it's not just tactics. I know this because I've been both. I've been the person that walks into a room and the moment I walk in, I just can't wait to leave. I feel this imposter syndrome. I feel that no one wants to talk to me. I feel that I'm the joker that everyone's going to laugh at. Like, what is that dude doing here? And then I've also been, more recently, the person that walks in with a sense of love and joy and connection and can't wait to just interact with everyone in the room if only there's enough time. What's the difference between those two? When it comes to building a network, we want to build a network of relationships with people we trust and trust us, that we accept and they accept us. And one of the big blockers, whether or not we are willing to admit ourselves, is in order to be accepted by others, we have to feel worthy of being accepted by others, and therefore we have to accept ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, if we don't accept ourselves, then how can we expect anyone else to love and accept us? Of course, we're going to walk into a room and saying, oh, all these people are so much more successful and interesting than me. They don't really care about me. They don't actually want to engage with me. So to overcome this, to be that person that walks into a room or engages with their network of clients and collaborators with a greater sense of calm and confidence, there are two things that you can do today. The first, there's this incredible book by Todd Herman called The Alter Ego Effect. And in it, he describes how a lot of celebrities and athletes, from Martin Luther King to Beyonce, have taken on an alter ego that helps them step into a different skin, a different persona when they need to. Beyonce had Sasha Fierce, for example, whenever she was on stage, that helped her show up in a very different way than her otherwise conservative upbringing had led her to be. And I found this too. The first few conferences that I attended, whenever I walked into a show floor, instead of being the nervous, awkward developers V, I would put on a suit and I felt I was a completely different person. And no, it wasn't like a Superman suit. It was just a normal suit. But it really helped me feel like I was a different person that day. And to some extent, I actually felt disconnected from the others V. Like I could actually not check email or engage with friends because I just felt I was a different person then. The second, and this is obviously the longer term effect, is to actually do the work. To understand, how do I accept myself? How do I love myself? How do I make sure that I feel worthy? So the next time I walk into a room, I think, of course, people want to hear from me. Not in an egotistical way, but I love myself and everyone here loves me too, just as I love them as well. So two mindsets to be thinking about, so you make sure that you walk into that next conversation or meeting feeling a little bit better about engaging.